inland, and turning out mainly clear and warm later Thursday night, low 74 inland, 78 at the coast. For Friday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 90 on the coast, 94 inland. Partly sunny for Saturday. A couple of thunderstorms in the area, especially in the afternoon, high 89 on the coast, 93 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Robin, am I the biological father of my tree, my apple tree? Would you consider me the biological father?
No.
So I adopted that tree?
Yes.
But I grew it from a seed that I had in an apple that I ate.
Yeah, but it wasn't your seed. It was God's seed in the apple.
Well, whose seed? Okay, so Alex grew from my seed.
Yes, he did.
God gave me that too.
Oh, well, there you go. That's you. You would win the logic debate. So there you go. You are the biological
whatever
father.
it is, I care for 3 plants right now.
Yeah, you do.
I got a cactus, and I put it in some new cactus soil. I don't even know what it's called.
New cactus soil.
I do know it attracts flies, though. I don't know what's in that stuff. And then I have an apple tree, which is outside. And what's the other one I have? Oh, the peace lily.
Yes.
Right?
That's indoors.
All right. I just want to make sure I have all my information. So when we talk to Laurie Williams from Bob Wines, are you going to call her now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just wait for you to call
Okay.
her. What, you have to push the buttons, I think, don't you?
Okay. Well, I think she's magic, though. I think.
Oh, you got her on
Laurie's
already?
magic, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
She's all there. She's
I didn't want her
ready
to
and
hear
waiting
me
for you.
preparing. Oh, my gosh. Now I'm embarrassed. Oh, this shit. Laurie.
I don't know, Larry.
Did you hear any of that at all?
All of it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed now.
That's okay.
You know what I did the other day? I called tech support.
that?
I called tech support, and I was really frustrated because before you get a real guy, you get these prompts. You got to push 1 for this, 2 for this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and you get disconnect, and then you have to prove you're not a robot. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to prove I'm not a robot.
Yes.
So then the guy comes on the phone. He's really pleasant, but I'm not. At this point, I'm upset. And so I said to him, you got to figure out a way to answer the phone. You cannot let these computers be answering. I got to prove I'm not a robot, but yeah, you got a robot talking to me.
Exactly.
That's right.
And
exactly.
then guess what happened, Laurie?
Yes.
I got an email with a transcription of our conversation.
No.
And I read my words, and I said, oh my gosh, I was so nasty to that guy. I didn't mean to be. But, they pushed the button. That's what happens.
That's probably why they sent you the transcript, so you could see how.
Yeah, rub my nose in it. I know. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm okay. Are you outside right now?
Yeah, I'm actually sitting in my car right now.
During Veterans News, they were talking about you. Did you? Not you, but about Bob Wine's Community Gardens. Did you hear them talking?
Oh, well, no, I missed it.
Yeah, Gary said he always likes to be driven around in the golf cart. That's Gary's. He likes that.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, yeah. And see, that's a good thing that we do. We have a number of older customers that come into the nursery, and it's hard for them to make it around. Because we have 5.5 acres, so we do offer. If somebody needs some help, we'll give them a ride on the golf cart and help them pick up their plants and then take them to their car full or potting soil or anything that they need. So it's just a good service that we have to help anybody that needs it.
Joe said,
they don't have to be older,
Joe
some of the
said,
younger people too.
Laurie, Joe said he never gets to ride in the golf
I
cart.
didn't get to ride a golf car. Everybody else gets to. Gary gets to ride the golf car. I just watch him drive by me.
Come see me today. I'll give you a ride on the golf cart.
Oh, see, you picked a day I can't come. Oh, that's cute. Cute. That was cute. That was good. I guess somebody will have to ride in my place. That's all.
There you go.
I know you have a lot of flowering vines there, especially the honeysuckle jasmine. I just love the jasmine and the different varieties.
Yes. Yeah, we've just gotten in some new vines. So right now we have the coral honeysuckle, which is great for hummingbirds and butterflies. We've also got in coral honeysuckle. We got in regular honeysuckle, which is a fragrant honeysuckle also, which has kind of a yellowish white bloom on it. We've got another one which is called Dutchman's Pipe, which is really good for butterflies. And then we've got bleeding hearts. Bleeding hearts put on a nice bloom that has a little white bloom with like a red center to it. So we've got some nice vines in right now if you're wanting to put some vines in your yard.
Have you ever heard of a banana hammock?
A banana hammock.
Yeah.
Is that a plant?
I thought it was.
Okay.
I was going to ask you about it, but
think
Robin
so.
said, no, that's a Speedo. I said,
I learned that from friends. I never knew what it
It's a
was.
Speedo. It's a banana hammock. I just wondered if you knew that. Robin knows all the
Makes
street.
sense.
Robin knows the street slang. She hangs out with the kids on the streets, you know.
There you go.
You still have a lot of nice crepe myrtles for sale at good
Yeah.
prices.
Yeah, we do. I mean, crepe myrtles are still blooming a little bit around town, but we've got good sales on the crepe myrtles. They start at like $2.99, and we've got a lot of different colors. Some of the different, a little more unusual colors that you don't see a lot of. Like we have one that actually has a red white bloom that it puts on. We have the dark purple one. You see a lot of the lavender ones, but the dark purple one is a little different. The real dark red ones also, and they all start at $2.99. And then our larger ones we deliver and plant, and the larger ones are buy one get one free. So we've got some good deals on crepe myrtles still going on.
Wow. Can I mention that price? $2.99. Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's for a crepe myrtle? Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's less than a Big Mac.
Yep, they sure are.
That is less than a Big Mac.
And you have gardenias, and they are so beautifully smelling.
So
Yeah,
beautifully smelling.
we've still got some varieties that are still blooming. And we've got tree form, we've got bushes, we've got ones that stay low, we've got some that get tall. So we don't just have camellias, which, we get calls, a number of times throughout the day or, throughout the week I'll get calls wanting to know if we sell more than just camellias. And we do. We sell, you can hear us talking on the radio all the time. We sell a lot of different things. I've also got coming in today, I've got tomato plants coming in for your fall garden. So if you want to get your tomato plants started, they'll be in today. We actually have 4 packs of them. So they're like little starter plants for you. Eggplant, tomatoes. I don't think peppers are in yet. Peppers are probably another week away. So just, good information.
We had a story this morning about a lady who had a sick child, and so she wasn't cutting her grass, and she got a nasty note from one of her neighbors, and then she put the note on Facebook, and then the other neighbor said, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea." So they all went over and cleaned up her yard, did the yard work, cut her grass.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, there's more nice people than
That
there
really
are
is.
nasty people.
Yep, exactly.
You've got a lot of trees, and trees are kind of scary to plant because you got to make sure you plant them in the proper place.
Right, exactly. And we offer a service where we deliver and plant trees, so we can help you out with that. If you don't know exactly where you want to put it in the yard, come in, you can buy the trees from us, we'll come and install them for you, and then kind of help you as far as, where you want to place them in the yard. And we have specials going right now on all of our trees, even the smaller trees or even the larger trees, whether we plant them for you or you take them with you. They're all buy one, get one half price, which is a good deal going on the trees.
And you also have a lot of benches there, along with the statuaries.
Yeah, we just got in a new shipment of fountains, and the fountains, bird baths, statuary benches, all of the bird baths and fountains, they're all concrete. So they're good, strong, sturdy, materials.
And then you've got still have the butterfly and hummingbird plants, and I just can't get enough of those. They are so pretty.
Yeah, and today we've got some milkweed coming in, so we'll have more milkweed, which is great for monarch butterflies. We also have another good plant, which is really good for butterflies and also for hummingbirds. It's called bat-faced heather, and the blooms actually look like a little bat.
Oh my!
It's a red and purple bloom. And then we've got a number of other butterfly and hummingbird plants also that you can put in your garden.
Wait a minute.
If you come, come in, we can help you with that.
Did you say bat-faced? B-A-T? Like a bat?
B-A-T, like bat, like a
See, no, bat-faced
bat.
like Heather? Bat-faced Heather?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Did you ever hear the song? Wait. What's it called again? Oh my gosh.
Bat-faced heather.
You can call me Al. You can call me Al. Remember?
Yes.
I don't know that song.
He mentions it. Let me see. I got the words memorized. It says, "A man walks down the street. He says, 'Why am I soft in the middle? Why am I soft in the middle when the rest of my life is so hard? I need a photo opportunity. I need a shot of redemption. I don't want to be a cartoon in a cartoon graveyard. Bone digger, shadows in the moonlight.'" I had to go through the whole thing, Robert. "Far away from my moonlit room. There's a beer belly. Get these mutts away from me. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore." Okay, wait. If you be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal, right? I can go back. Where's
Now I
the,
remember the song as you're singing it or saying it.
where's
to
the part? Where's the part of Little Beth, the bat face girl?
us. I don't remember about that.
At the back. Beer belly, get these butts away from me. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore.
Oh my
Gotta
gosh.
be there somewhere, right?
Let me
there.
find it. Robin will help you out here.
And I have a girlfriend that lives up in Wisconsin, and she put a beautiful picture of a really pretty plant, and the flowers are red, and she calls it the dolphin plant, and it's in the shape of a silhouette of a dolphin. I had never seen that before.
Oh wow!
It is
it's amazing.
gorgeous.
Some of the plants, they look like different things.
Do we have that
like
plant
the bat
here?
face heather looks like a little bat, and this dolphin plant looks like a dolphin. And there's a number of different succulents too that look like different things, and it's just crazy.
Oh my gosh. And are succulents air plants? Or can they be?
No, not necessarily air plants, but succulents. Because you got to have potting soil around them. But the succulents are nice because they'll grow. They don't need a lot of water. They don't need a lot of attention.
Oh,
Kind of like
okay.
a cactus.
Oh, okay. So we can just, just water it maybe every couple weeks and it'll be fine.
Exactly, and it'll be fine.
Okay,
Roly
wonderful.
poly little bat face girl. That's the line.
There you
With
go.
roly poly little bat face girl. Right? Roly. What is?
Wow.
There you go.
I gotta
Didn't
figure.
know that.
No, I can't find the whole thing here, but that's what it is. Oh wait, the roly poly little bat.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh wait. Did I find it?
Yeah, we do. And we sell a lot of the bat face heather just because it's great for hummingbirds. I know last year Karen, was taking some pictures with her camera. She got some great shots of hummingbirds that were around the bat face heather. So we have sold a lot of bat face heather just from those pictures that we have.
Oh,
of the
my
hummingbirds
gosh.
being around, getting the nectar out of them because they have long little tubular blooms on them.
Long little tubular blooms.
So fun.
Tubular blooms. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. All right. So here's the word. A man walks down the street. He says, "Why am I short of attention? Got a short little span of attention. Oh, my nights are so long. Where's my wife and family? What if I die here? Who'll be my role model? Now that my role model's gone." He ducked back down the alley with some roly-poly little bat-faced girl. See?
Yeah, there you go. Must be
Oh
at
my gosh!
nighttime.
Only you
Let me tell you.
remember that, Larry.
Good morning.
I knew it was in there somewhere. How to find it?
There you go. It's there.
Yay.
All right. So we got to find out how to go buy one of those things. I want to. This could be
Yeah,
my.
we
This
do.
could be my fourth plant.
Yeah, there you
A
go.
roly
Yep, there you go.
A
There
bat.
you go.
Roly-poly
You need one of
bat
those.
face plant.
I can buy a bat.
So we're-
How much is a bat-faced girl?
That
How much is a girl?
heather, they come in
Heather,
like a
I mean.
1-gallon pot, and they run right around $10 a plant. And
There
it's
you
a
go.
perennial, so it's something that's going to last. If we have a hard freeze, it might get nipped by the cold weather, but it will come back again. So it's not something that's just like a one-time deal.
Do you know I
Nice.
got some dirt for my cactus, and
Right.
the lady who I bought my dirt from told me that she had a cactus, and she asked me what my cactus was named, and I said name. She said, "Yeah, I got a name for mine." What was her cactus name? Frank.
Frank, yeah.
Frank. I said,
Yeah.
"Well, mine is called Spike."
Yeah, you got her to laugh with that one. So
love
it's
it.
forever called Spike.
Got a lot of spikes on it. So I got to get the bat-faced holy roly poly. What's her name again? I'll call
Heather.
I'll call it. Oh, Heather.
Heather.
Oh, it's not Al. Okay. I'll,
Bat-faced Heather.
No, it's bat-faced heather, so there you go. Her name is Heather.
all right.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh! All right, so let's send people to Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. Where are you?
Yeah. We're at 2610 Southeast 38th Street off of Lake Ware Avenue and 17th Street. And we're there Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, Saturday, 9 to 3. And our phone number is 352-629-5766. And also remember, next Saturday, the 17th, we're doing Mr. George's Ministry downtown. So if anybody has any clothing that they're wanting to get rid of, bring them to us, and we will take them downtown and give them out, or any hygiene products or anything like that.
All
So
right.
we're doing it next Saturday.
All right. Laurie, thank you for what you do. It's always fun having you on the air with us. Just a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
And next
Thank you.
time Joe goes, he wants to ride around in the golf cart.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Thursday will feature a mix of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm around during the afternoon and evening hours. The high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. And turning out mainly clear and warm later Thursday night, low 74 inland, 78 at the coast. For Friday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 90 on the coast, 94 inland. Partly sunny for Saturday. A couple of thunderstorms in the area, especially in the afternoon, high 89 on the coast, 93 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Freddy's Specialty Sundays, classic American treats, made with freshly churned, rich and creamy frozen custard. Welcome to Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, the taste that brings you back.
So now that you have your heart set on Freddy's, all you need to know is how to get there. That part is easy. Just go down Highway 200 in Ocala east of I-75. Then look for the giant frozen custard cone on the wall.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including our zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish. Also available, stump grinding, rototilling, and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Howell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. Nestle Waters North America is asking the Swanee River Water Management District to pump more than 1 million gallons of water from Ginny Springs, and many residents are not happy. An online petition has reached more than 2,300 signatures protesting the request. Governor Ron DeSantis says he's doubling resources to remove pythons from the Everglades. More than 3,000 pythons have been removed since 2017. Investigators found the cremated remains of 9 individuals in the office of a former Florida professional guardian accused of filing do not resuscitate orders on behalf of clients without their permission. A 61-year-old South Florida woman says she bit a man who forced his way into her apartment. 8 people accused of stealing more than $5 million from a Florida casino operated by a Native American tribe are facing dozens of charges. And reservations are now open for 3 experiences at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is set to open on August 29th at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 8 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. This morning there was some story about investing in gold, and you know, I always wonder about that, because when you invest in gold, you're sending your money to somebody who wants you to buy their gold because they're telling you their gold is going to be worth more than your money, but they want your money.
Exactly.
I'm not an expert on this, but I've always thought real estate is probably the better way to go, and I know very little about it. Doug Marshall knows a lot about it. He wrote a book called Mastering the Art of Commercial Real Estate Investing. He's on the phone right now to help us understand this, and obviously in a short interview, we're just going to scratch the surface, but the book is what I want to direct you to. Mastering the Art of Commercial Real Estate Investing. Doug Marshall, it's an honor to have you on the show. Good morning.
Well, thank you for having me on, Larry.
And I apologize if you're getting an echo right now. I didn't have time to try to tweak it, but it sounds good on the air. Is it hard to work with?
Well, let's just find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of echo?
He chats.
I'm trying to figure out how to...
I'm getting a bit.
Okay, maybe that helps at all. So where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, that's a beautiful place. You got up early to be with us, huh? Do you own a lot of rental properties, or how do you invest your money in real estate? What do you do?
Well, yes, I own 7 rental properties at the present time, and I happen to be a passive investor, meaning I have a I'm hearing that feedback. It's really causing me problems, but let me see if I can work through it. I have a syndicator that I go with on a regular basis. I've known it for 25 years, and we have invested in over 11 rental properties over the last dozen years. And I'm with a small group of investors that have approximately $50 million in value of rental properties today.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. And does the information in the book apply to pretty much the whole country? Like, would the rules here in Ocala be the same as they are up in Portland?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, what I've done, Larry, is that I've written a book that's really based on real estate investing principles. And so those principles will apply not only in in Portland, Oregon, but in Ocala, Florida as well. So, and every place else within the country.
What do you think is the biggest mistake that a beginning investor would make?
Well, there are a number of mistakes that we can try to avoid, but the biggest one, I think, is not visiting your property on a regular basis. If you have an on-site property manager and an off-site property management company, you need to be able to keep their feet to the fire, and you do that by inspecting the property on a regular basis. And then when you get your statements from them on a monthly basis, you look over those statements, you ask questions, and by doing that, just by simply doing that, your property will probably optimize your return on your investment by just asking questions and visiting the property.
You talk about the cycle of marketing motions. What is that?
Well, if you've ever been in investing, you'll find that there are euphoric highs, and then there are times when you feel like you wish you could jump off the building, and you just have to learn to go through those particular emotions. So about 2 or 3 years ago, we probably peaked. And at that point, we were in double-digit increases, rental increases, at least in the Pacific Northwest we were. And that's really heady stuff when that happens. And now it's beginning to turn. We're the market has peaked. It peaked a year or so ago, and we're now in a downward cycle. And rental increases are still happening, but they're much more modest in scope. And so you go through these wild fluctuations. In 2009, when the market was in a free fall, everybody and their brother was trying to get out of real estate because it was really a scary time back then.
Is that right? Do you know, I have a friend, he lives here in Florida, but he's from New York, and he became involuntarily a landlord because, listen to this, his father's brothers all owned homes on Long Island, New York, and one by one they all died. And one by one they all left their homes to his father. And then his father died. Huh. And so all of a sudden he inherited, I think, 5 properties in New York and 1 on Marco Island here in Florida. So he sold 1, which means 5 of them are being rented right now. And I asked him, how is that? I mean, how are you handling it? And he showed me a picture of his swimming pool. He said, pretty good. So, I mean, all of a sudden and in fact, he said to me, I wish I had known to be a landlord in the past. And he also hires the management companies because he's here, obviously, and they take care of it for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the advantage of real estate that most people don't understand is that real estate happens to be the best source of passive income that you can invest in. And what most investors make their mistake in today is that when they're putting money into their retirement account, it's usually a stock or a bond or a precious metal. Mm-hmm. And none of those rarely generate any type of passive income. So your friend, he has all this passive income that's coming in. He has somebody else managing his properties for him, and he's getting this mailbox money, and it's coming in on a regular basis, and he's probably doing quite well.
Absolutely.
And you are also a giver. You and your wife Carol are founders of the Jesus Table. Very, very commendable, sir.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we one of our ministries is the Jesus Table, and We just provide a meal and a conversation for anybody who wants to come in and have a good meal on Tuesday night.
Oh, that's nice. If I'm ever in Portland, I'm going to come and have a meal and a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll pay. I can pay my own.
That,
Doug, thank you for being on the air with us today. For the listeners, I have a copy of Doug's book, and if you call me right now, 622-9622, I'll set it aside for you. But I only have one, so I can only give one away. The rest of us have to buy it. I found your book on... Did I find it on Amazon? I can't remember where I found it.
yes.
And do you have a website?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, you're doing good.
Barnes & Noble. Yeah, so, it's out there.
You got 43 5-star reviews. That's pretty amazing. It's getting really good reviews. So tell me your website again. I'm sorry.
My website is Marshall, my last name, MARSHALLCF.com, CharlieFrank.com.
Okay, very good. Doug, thank you for being on the show with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The mother of the suspect in Saturday's mass shooting in El Paso, Texas, according to a family attorney, had called the police asking about her son's rifle, concerned he wasn't mature or experienced enough to handle it.
That attorney reportedly says the mom was only seeking information about the gun, and the call wasn't prompted by concern over a threat. They also say she didn't identify herself or her son on the call, and a spokesperson for the police department says they have no record of that call.
Fox's Jeff Paul in El Paso.
Boycott Soul Cycle!
There's a movement to boycott Soul Cycle and Equinox gyms over the head of their parent company, Stephen Ross, planning a fundraiser for President Trump. Ross says in a statement, I've known Donald Trump for 40 years, and while we agree on some issues, we strongly disagree on many others, and I've never been bashful about expressing my opinions. This is Fox News.
At CarMax, when we say we buy all the cars, we mean it. Over the last 20 years, we've purchased millions of cars from coast to coast. In the last year alone, we bought a mountain of Mercurys, an armada of Nissans, a ton of Titans, an ocean